guys, welcome back. Today is the day, finally the day. We're going to go shoot the vepr. I'm headed up to the long range here. Well, we're not actually going to the long range, we're going to the 50 to 300 yard range. Anyway, find my words. First range day out with the vepr. There's been a few rounds put through it, but we're going to run a whole lot more through it. Let me set you down here. Alright, so it is wintertime here in West Virginia. I don't know if you can see out the window, but it is actually snowing. So we have 3 different flavors of ammo here. We just got 20 rounds each. We're just going to put just some rounds through, break it in a little bit, see what it likes. I don't have an object yet, so we're not going to do any grouping or anything like that. But first one is the Hornady American Whitetail. It's 129 grain. They call it an interlock. Basically, it's a soft point. 129 grain soft point. Next one, we're stepping up to 140 grain. This is what he actually set the gas block for, the adjustable gas block, the 140 grain ELD match. The Hornady, there's 20 rounds of that. And the last one, and most expensive one, we have Hornady Precision Hunter. This one is actually, sliding a little bit. Sorry, hopefully you didn't vomit there. This one is actually 143 grain extreme low drag X bullet. So we're going to try out all 3 flavors of ammo, see what works out the best. I'll get back to you guys whenever we get there. Alright, I'm going to get some chronograph readings really quick, then go bang some steel. We're going to do 3 rounds of each in the chronograph. First one, 129 grain interlocked Hornady. Alright. No reading. Wow. Next up, 140 grain. What do they call this one? ELD match, 140 grain. That is every bit of mag length too. All right.
Copy, thank you.
2851, 2904, 2842. That's a bit inconsistent, huh? Alright, last one, 143 grain. They call this ELD X. So should be our slowest here, but we'll see, because the box advertises 10 feet per second less than the last one, so All right, that's awesome. So far we've gained 100 feet per second over the factory advertisement. Alright, so I made the stupid mistake of sighting this thing in with the rear leaf at 300 yards, which unbelievably stupid, but we're dealing with it. So we have it set on 600, and we're doing basically a bullseye hold at the bottom of the plate and getting consistent hits. I don't have an optic, so I can only hear the ring. I can't actually see where it's hitting, but hitting more often than not nonetheless. The barrel seems to be pretty, because we do actually have the handguards clamped to the barrel, but it doesn't seem to connect it, although we are having a problem with the gas block turning out, which is okay, we'll deal with it. It's not getting all that hot. No, I mean, of course it's 28 degrees out today, but it seems to be handling the heat really well also.
So there's always fragmented stuff in your lane, so when I got bored shooting the paper or whatever, or because and it would run up the middle of your target, so you'd shoot it out after a while. I'd always end up shooting like a fist-sized hole out. Target would flop over towards me, so I can't shoot it anymore. So part of the stick I could see, and then if there was anything in my lane, I'd start shooting that because you see it kick up, and you know you get quicker feedback. Yeah, you do. That's what I love about Peacemaker. Go up there. I've done that this summer. I've
Yep.
summers just by going to shoot steel. Yeah. Probably my whole life. Yeah. They had some hanging, I don't know if they're still there, but they had some hanging BCs yesterday. Yesterday was my day off. So I went out, I was actually shooting like 3 hanging BCs or 4 hanging BCs all next to each other. So I was just working down the line and then going back and working. Of course the problem always is
Got 6 more. We're going to go ahead and load up and shoot 6 more that I have here in this box, just to see how much the barrel heats up.
the only thing that's annoying with the dueling trees is the plates that.
So this will basically be
sometimes they don't like to swing
like 17 rounds fired in 10 minutes or so, but 11 in the last 3 minutes. So, oh, malfunction.
Pain in the butt when it doesn't. When
First one.
You're off. But when you're on, like I shot the 2-gun match on Saturday.
Stovepipe.
And I knew going over there that I needed to realize
coming out every single time I fire.
You know, because they had a wall, and over here was knocked
The plunger's staying in place, but the actual outside is turning out.
And I missed click. I had like 3 left, so I had a reload right in the middle. I forget, like I got that one, and then I had 2 next to each other, and I somehow did almost like a double tap, and I knocked them both off. I've never done that. I've never gone through that. Not yet. One of these days. It was a bit of a pain for the rifle. My rifle skills aren't that great, but for the close-up stuff, I targets are painted white and the snow was white, and I don't have enough. So the guy's like, "You got 2 more targets left on the one side because you actually go into the woods a little bit." And
all right.
you got 2 targets left.
Alright, so we're actually alone on the range now, so we should be able to hear hits better. I don't know, I haven't went back and looked at the footage, obviously, to see if you could hear the steel ring, but we're down to our last box of ammo. We have the 143 grain, what do they call it? The Precision Hunter. Precision Hunter is what we have left. We're going to see if we can ring some steel. We're getting some pretty good hits. If I do my part, it hits 4 out of 5, which is fine for me with iron sights, and as I said earlier, we actually sighted the rifle in on the 300 yard setting on the rear sight. So that tells me that actually the gunsmith had it dead 0 just putting it together. He didn't 0 it for me. He said he just aimlessly shot it into basically what was an embankment. So he did a very good job. So let me set you back up here. I'm going to give you the aspect of what I'm looking at, actually shooting the target, and we'll run through this last box of ammo. Alright, so you can see the target we're shooting at. Let me see if I can get... No, it's not going to let me finger it. It's basically, it's not the little one on your right, but the second one in there. You can see our hits all over it there. failure. Another stovepipe. Let me go ahead and clear this and check the gas block because we're having problems with that. And we're gonna have to call that one. I'll show you that round later. We got a big dent in it.
No, I'm good on the drinks right now.
What in the world? Where are they going? Alright, so I went back and watched that and I'm realizing that all of my shots are favoring left. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust my rear sight here for that and we'll give this another shot. It seems like these 143s for whatever reason are actually, I mean maybe just because of their higher BC, but they're actually trending a bit high it seems. And you can see on the footage there that they all are isolated just a little bit high and left right off the edge of that plate. So we're going to adjust here and see what we can do.
Get the proper. These are like fucking large.
Alright, so we're back from the range now. I'm going to try and remember everything, go over a recap of everything we did, what happened, and then we're going to show you some brass. So let's start out with why I think it's happening. You can see here, I wiped most of it off. Well, right there, that's our problem. See, this is the screw that adjusts the actual plunger inside. You can see, hopefully I'll get this in the light for you so you can see better. These set screws are locked down. You can see all the gas blow by that's getting by this. Which is fine because that's not going the direction of the piston, but it's coming through all the threads and you can see all the carbon buildup on this. It's kind of coming off my finger a little bit, but you can, yeah, there you go. Let's get my finger in there. You can see all the carbon. So it's coming off of there, and I need to move this. It doesn't actually matter. Anyway, we're getting some blow-by coming out here that was on the barrel before that I wiped off. So I think that is a lot of our problems with erratic ejection and more specifically stovepipes. Because he said it functioned perfectly for him and he was using 140 grain ammo. So that should have been fine as far as that goes. Alright, now let's take a look at some of the brass. It was like every time I shot 5 shots I was having to retighten that, so we're gonna have to figure that out. Let's look at some of the brass. You can see some of these pieces are just pulverized. Look at that. Dents in the shoulder, dents in the, look at that dent. I'm not going to show you all these pieces, but the story is pretty much the same. This one though, we got a stovepipe and look at what happened. I'm guessing that we had it was stovepiped and the neck of it like just jammed in there as the next round tried to come up. That's what I'm guessing happened. But this just so happened to be one of the 143 grains, which is like $1.50 a piece, so that round is gone. But anyway, so this is what we sighted in with. On the incorrect, I told you this was on 300 to begin with. It was now on 6 whenever I was shooting out there, but you can see kind of that's not a perfect straight slope, so obviously as your bullet gets further from you it's going to drop more and more and more, and so they adjust for that here. So that means that from 300 to 600 is not going to be the same as from 100 to 300, if that makes any sense. So we were having to hold at the bottom of the target to actually get hits at all. But all in all, rifle performed great. one thing I wanted to show you. Let's see if we can get that. I'm gonna set this up long ways so hopefully you guys can get a sight picture. Alright, let's see if we can do it. So this is where I'm looking. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. Probably not. I can't. See if we can zoom in. There's actually too much light for you to see. Alright, so that's pretty much impossible for you to see. But a lot of our problems are this. I'll back you back out. This actual channel that they cut in the rear sight is perfect for a 16-inch barrel, but we now have a 27 3/4 barrel. So that is just a bit wide to do real target work with. But that's okay. Like I said, all in all, rifle performed great. I'm glad I could finally get you guys out to the range so you could actually see me shoot it. Can't wait to get an optic. Can't wait to get an optic. But we did score plenty of hits. For reference, when I take like my 16-inch barreled milled gun out there, lucky to get 2-3 hits out of 5, if that. Probably 1-2 hits out of 5 on average in this. You know, of course I strung some of the shots. Some of that was my fault and it being not sighted in. But there was a couple rounds of shots that I didn't take you guys along with, and we scored pretty decent hits with that. So all that aside, let me know what you guys think. We finally got to take the vepr out and shoot it. It was a lot of fun, great time. Glad the gun's finally done. We need to make some modifications, but it's custom work, and custom work is difficult to deal with and it costs money. So we're working it out. We're gonna fix everything. Overall, very happy with the way it performed. Hope you guys are too. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.